In this lesson, we'll learn a technique for animating camera shakes. Camera shakes are good to add when there is a ground impact or when large objects are passing by your camera. So we have in this scene our meteors passing by our camera, and we're going to just add some shaking as they pass by to make the shot look more dynamic. So we really just need to animate this twice. For that blue meteor that passes, we don't have to worry about it because it doesn't come too close to the camera. And by thinking about things like that, again, we can add more life to our shot that way. So to get started here, if we were to press Alt-W to go to our two viewport layout, what I have in the scene is a target camera. And we'll just animate the target. We'll get some nice shaking that way. Alright, so with the target selected, we can go ahead and focus back in on our shot camera and turn on auto key. Okay, so as we go through this, let's go ahead and get a good idea of when we need to add this shaking. So first up, we have this red meteor passing. It'd be a good idea to have the motion start happening after frame 25. So on frame 25, I'll just go there and set a position key. We can go to our key filters, make sure that just position is checked on. We'll go ahead and set a key. Now, as we start to move our camera, as we start to add the shaking, it needs to be very slight. If we animate it moving too much, it will look like a distraction instead of a nice camera shake. Alright, so keeping this in mind, let's say we go ahead and at about frame 29, as that meteor starts to get closer to our camera, we can have our camera move slightly to our right. Because it's coming from our left, so it's going to kind of shift that camera over to the right slightly. Then a few frames after that, on about 32, we can have it move slightly over to the opposite direction, up and to the left. Alright, great. A few frames after that, as this meteor gets really close to the camera now, we'll want it to move a little bit more, so we can have it move down and over to the right. Okay, great. So we have this little shift, and let's say we add a little bit of recoil where the camera moves over to the left, about 62. We'll go ahead and bring it over to the left. So here's what we get when we have this first meteor pass our ship. Very nice. A nice little subtle camera shake, making the shot look more dynamic. Let's say we go ahead and continue. I'll go ahead and select the target again, head over back to the shot camera. Now we have this larger meteor passing our ship. It gets really close to the camera, so what'd be nice to do here is to have this shake gradually build. So let's go ahead and set a key here on about 95 as this meteor gets really close. Then we can start to add some shaking. We'll have it start out very slight. So on 97, we can go ahead and have the camera move slightly to the left. 99, slightly to the right. 101, a little bit more to the left. 103, more to the right, and again we should have this gradually build up. We don't have to go every other frame. We could actually do this on one. So let's say on 104 we go ahead and bring the camera over to the left. Okay, we want to break up the rhythm a little bit, because if we have things happening on the same rhythm, it can break the illusion. So let's say on 107 now, we go ahead and have the camera move more to the right. About 3 frames after that, we could have it move more to the left. Then 113, more to the right. And then to finish up, we can go to about 126 and add some recoil where we have the camera move back over to the left. All right, let's see what this gives us. If we were to go ahead and hit play now. Very nice, very nice. So here we have it, some nice camera shaking. Again, when we do this, we want it to be very subtle. We don't want the camera to move too much. Otherwise, our shot will not be read well. The audience may still get the idea that we try to animate a camera shake, but it will be done in a way where it just won't seem right. All right, so with that said and done, we have a nice little camera shake added to our shot, causing it to appear more dynamic than it looked before.